Hello, everyone, and welcome to the big show. This is Investing and Trading Live, sponsored by Trading Academy. If you're a first-time listener, thank you for stopping by. As always, I'm your host, Josh Lilquist, with my good friend and my good pal, and he is probably feeling good, but I'm still going to ask him, and I know he's looking good. He is the one and the only Mr. Al Connickson. Al, how are you doing today?
You got it right. I am feeling good.
You are feeling...
I'm better than that. I'm feeling even better than good.
Oh, there you go. I thought you
were
were a man just of a couple words today, but you had to give me a couple more there. I appreciate it.
Sorry, did I overspeak?
Yeah, no, you did. You did okay today, but you know what? I need you to talk today because we got a lot to talk about. We had a great move in the market this week. Last couple weeks have been phenomenal with the stock market hitting all-time highs this week again. And just the market just continues to chug along, which is some great opportunities. That here's the question, or I guess the statement that I'll make. The great opportunities, I feel a lot of people are still missing. Because of this great bull market, people are getting their small opportunities, right? Just because they're just hoping the market continues to go up, buying and holding, and what happens is they're tying up all their money for a small gain. And we're going to talk a little bit about today techniques and strategies on how to maximize the efficiency of your dollars, maximize the efficiency of your time, and have financial decisions that are good for your future, not somebody else's. As we know, Trading Academy, 27 years, Al, right, teaching people just like you how to trade and invest. If you're brand new in the markets, or if you've been trading and investing for, we'll say, 20, 30, 40 years even. We have a lot of people that have been listening to the show for many years and looking for better results. And we train strategies that are designed for your goals. Whatever those goals are. And sometimes it's not even a monetary goal. Sometimes it's more time with the family. Retiring when you want to retire. Obviously, that takes extra dollars, but you need strategies that are designed to get you there on your terms. So let's discuss a lot of that here today. But as we know, just a quick market update. As I mentioned, the all-time highs again with the S&P 500 this week. Dow Jones a little bit behind there. The NASDAQ obviously all-time highs. So what's been happening here is the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ have been very similar. They've been looking about, if you look at a price chart, they look very similar. Now, the IWM has been the lagger as well. That one is well behind, not even close to all-time highs. But then again, we have seen an increase in price of about 25% since October of last year. So that one has been increasing just a smidgen is what they call it in the streets. Gold and silver, you're looking at gold, depending on when you listen to the show here, 2,325-ish, depending on what time you listen to the show, which day that you listen to the show. Silver, right around $30, $29.50. But we did hit a peak of about $32.50 back in the mid to late May. So those commodities are looking pretty good. You're looking at oil around $80 or so after it dropped down to about 72 at the beginning of the month. So this one's been kind of a choppy market, but that's a great opportunity for investors. So there's some markets that are hitting all-time highs, some that are near all-time highs, some that aren't even close, and some that are showing big moves up and down within a range, which gives us huge odds and probabilities in our trading and investing. Let's discuss that today. How are you helping people make smart investing decisions with all these different types of markets that's going on?
Yeah, well, I'm glad you mentioned all those different things because a lot of people just concentrate on individual stocks and they think that is the financial market. Well, there are commodities. There's sugar, soybeans. There's gold, silver. Oh, and your favorite? Let me not forget that.
Lean hogs.
Lean hogs.
I was actually teaching the class. We were talking about lean hogs this week.
Skinny pigs, right?
There you go, skinny pigs.
So there's a lot of different things that you can invest in. And you might be saying, well, I don't know anything about lean hogs. I don't know anything about gold or silver. The great thing is you don't have to. All you need to know is there an opportunity, how you identify that opportunity. So and we've had a number of really nice moves in these markets over the last, several months, which is a fantastic thing. It shows you the opportunities that are there. But, there's a couple of things I want to start with. A guy by the name of Seth Klarman, he's head of Bowlport Beau Post Group.
That's like one of those words we have a tough time saying.
So I'm not going to try to repeat it.
It's very peculiar.
Here we go.
Here we go.
But here's his quote.
There you go.
He said, "Security prices reflect investors' perception of reality and not necessarily reality itself." And really, that just kind of boils down to people have opinions on what they think should happen. So regardless of what you think should happen, whether it's based on your opinion or what has happened in the past, in reality, to succeed, you have to learn how to trade with the Wall Street banks, companies like Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, maybe hedge fund managers, people like Warren Buffett, because their activities are what creates reality in the market. The moves up and down in the markets are caused by their actions. So you need to be able to just kind of follow in their footsteps, which seems like an easy thing to say, but how do you actually do it? Well, you have to follow what their little crumbs that they're leaving for us. How can we identify? Because they're not going to call you. Like Goldman Sachs is not going to call anybody tomorrow and say, this is what we're investing in today. This is what we're getting into. This is what we're getting out of. But they show us that. They leave clues for us on a price chart, which over the last 27 years we have refined a strategy that shows you how to identify those moves, actually giving you the opportunity to get into a position before their moves take place, letting them provide a profit for you.
Yeah, it's not always what's in the news either. It's what's in the clues. And, you mentioned a couple of good comments there about trading with the banks. And just to clarify for our listeners here, we don't have to go and trade with them at their office or anything. What Al's talking about is identifying where are they buying and where are they selling, and then essentially following what they're doing. Do what they do, not what they say. And where you find all that information is on a price chart. That's where you make your financial decisions. A price chart is basically, it's just price within a certain amount of time. And we'll illustrate some of this stuff to those of you that are coming to these investing classes that I'll be giving away some seats to here in a minute. But we illustrate what it looks like on a price chart when institutions are buying, what institutions when they're selling, what that actually looks like. It's based off of supply and demand, and then wrapping a strategy around that with proper capital management. And we have a strategy, it's called the core strategy, and it's designed to follow those banks and institutions, so that way you're making smart investing decisions with those institutions, not against them. So as I mentioned, I have an investing class that I would like to give away some seats to for people that want to get started in trading with the banks, not against them. How to identify on a price chart where to buy, where to sell, how to have confidence in your investing decisions. So to come into one of these classes, by the way, these are free. We're going to wait about, actually, let's do the first 10 calls or first 10 text messages. I'm going to give a number here, 952-905-0975. That's 952-905-0975. Call or text the word trading for 2 seats for an investing class near you. Coming up next, we got those leveraged assets. We're going to talk about how to make smart investing decisions for your income years and those wealth years. This is Josh and Al, Investing and Trading Live. We will be right back.